Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Save File podcast. It is episode 29. I am Jack. Joining us is
Yo, what up?
Charbs, and
Howdy.
Josh. So, in this episode, we will be talking all about E3 because it is the week after. We have all the news, we have everything. We have some disappointments, some excitement, and lots of stuff in between. So, guys, what did you think of E3?
It was really bad until this morning.
Shit.
I mean, I had a couple things here and there that got me excited, but to me, Nintendo's was definitely the most entertaining.
Yeah, same for me. Like, the only ones I've ever actually watched were the Square and Nintendo one. I thought Square's was a waste of time, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, you woke up at like 5 a.m. for that.
We're gonna start off with Squares today. So let's have a look at what they announced. So they announced, of course, their big one was Guardians of the Galaxy,
which they spent 20 minutes on, which is like, you know, for a 40-minute fucking
half
conference.
the presentation.
Yeah. And they repeated footage too, so it was a waste of time.
Why does Star-Lord look like Logan Paul?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I hadn't made that connection.
I didn't
Oh my
really
God.
think of that till now.
And,
Oh my god.
and now that I've cursed you, you may continue.
Jesus Christ. Now I can't stop thinking about the fact that Logan Paul is the main character. Is he gonna go to, like...
We found a dead body in the suicide sector.
the space forest?
You're just going to start asking everyone to fight you for lots of money.
He actually,
I'll fight you, but you're gonna give me $3 million.
I feel like his ultimate ability is he steals enemies' caps.
He can summon an army of 9-year-olds.
Yeah. I also noticed that his, fighting style is throwing hands. Logan Paul is a quote-unquote boxer.
Oh, yes.
So, what was everyone's problem with this, do you
Bad
think?
pacing. Terrible pacing.
Terrible pacing, but also it went on for too long. And why is this being announced at Square? This is not what people
Do
are
you
coming
think-
to Square for.
Do you think it's everyone saying that it's from Square and they just have Avengers, which is its own mess, and people are just a bit like, maybe
look,
cool game?
It's just
but-
annoying because when you go to Square, you don't think, oh yes, it's time to see a Marvel property for half of it.
Look, I'll be honest, right?
Yeah.
If Avengers had not come out and been let's be honest, the disappointment it was, I think this maybe would have been okay. Not for 20 minutes like they did, but I think people would have been cool to see it. But now that the Avengers game is dead, and, you know, so much...
So you do think it's tainted?
Oh yeah,
tainted
definitely.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you asked someone, what do you want to see from Square Enix a week ago? I don't think anyone would have said Guardians of the Galaxy.
Although I will say it's not the same studio developing it. It's just Square.
I do not trust Square Enix to publish things. They set standards far too
Look,
high.
neither do I. It also looks like Avengers.
Everyone
to be
came
honest.
to the Square conference for pretty much one thing, and that is RPGs.
Yeah, we wanted to see Final Fantasy. We wanted to see what the
You're
hell
just
was up
gonna
with
say
Dragon
Kingdom
Quest.
Hearts.
Yeah, but the
Hell,
one,
yeah, a Kingdom Hearts game would have been pretty cool.
yeah, the freaking like the one Final Fantasy project that they announced.
Which we'll move on to now is Strangers of Paradise: Final Fantasy Origin.
Yeah, about that, I have plenty of things to say about that.
Yeah, before you do, I do have an avid description here of the article that I'm reading. It's about apparently chaos.
Oh yeah, he's all like, I want to kill Chaos. I want to slaughter Chaos and deep throat him.
Good now, draw her killing chaos.
This game sounds a little chaotic, huh?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Why do they
Chaos pissed in my
explode
cereal.
into crystal?
Huh?
Why do they explode into crystals?
It's like a finishing move thing. I don't really like it. It's weird. But I think they try to keep with the theme of, like, you know, Final Fantasy crystals.
Yeah, but like everything explodes into crystals defeats like the idea of what
I
crystals
expect
are
it to be
in
a
Final
13
Fantasy.
thing, not an original.
What are crystals in Final Fantasy? Because
They're like governing. They're technically like the universe was kind of like constructed around. They're kind of like Infinity Stones. Now that I think about it,
Basically.
but they guide the elements instead of like universal concepts. Like in 5, the wind crystal breaks and there's just no wind anymore.
Yeah, Bravely Default does something similar.
Yeah.
Not to backtrack too much, but the one saving grace I will give Guardians is the fact that it's single player and not meant to have any paid
Yes, that does.
micros.
That does improve it, like, substantially.
Considerably. But then, just to remind you that Avengers, they still have it, they decided to announce more DLC.
Yeah,
for
they
Avengers.
showed off
Yes.
the Wakanda expansion. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That small island in the south of Spain.
But why they're trying to perpetuate this game is beyond me. I mean, there's...
I don't know why they keep trying. They should do what they did with Anthem and just try to very, very slowly kill it.
Yeah, like, no, I don't know what kind of player base is still on Avengers right now.
It's not a lot. They're...
I
Jack,
would
didn't-
so.
Jack, didn't you look up, like, I think this was, like, over the weekend, they're, like, average players, and it was, like, stupidly low?
It was not high.
Well, like 100?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a look. I think I heard something like 300 or
That's
something.
bad.
Well, that's not good.
Which, like, for a live service game, that's not ideal.
Yeah, that is, not great. They could always go the, Destruction All-Stars route and just fucking add bots to help you through.
They could go the evolved route and make
No,
the
the
game
AI,
free.
the AI in Avengers was terrible. That's part of the... It was horrible to play single
God,
player.
no, please. Moving
It was actually really bad.
along.
But
just,
back to
because they announced. Yeah.
back to
Please
Final
move on.
Fantasy
Hold on.
Origin.
Yeah.
So
Anth, go on.
like I didn't like the look of the trailer. The trailer really didn't do the game justice because I played the demo as of recently, as in like, I guess 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Can you give us the review? Well, what did you think?
So far it's just Neo because it's being made by Team Ninja, of course, who did Neo. But it feels like a sort of janky Neo. Like, you know how there's like a stamina bar.
That doesn't bode well.
You know how there's like a stamina bar in like Souls games. Yeah, no, that doesn't exist here, but it only exists for probably like blocking or like some sort of weird parrying thing you have to do. But you use like an MP bar, which I guess refills every time you kill like an enemy. But when you're not being attacked by an enemy, i.e. like a singular boss, it doesn't like refill at all. So it feels kind of punishing for you to use it in that sort of regard. And there is a bunch of like frame rate issues as well, especially in performance mode of all things.
That's weird for the PS5 since the hardware is so robust.
Yeah, and the graphics, it's not good. Like
No, continue.
I'm not a graphics person. I've never was, but fuck, it's not good.
I do like the best thing that's come from it is the Chad Chaos Killer meme. It's pretty great.
I'm here to kill chaos.
Literally wants to kill Chaos. Kills monsters with his bare hands. Doesn't need a girlfriend. Only wants to kill Chaos.
There's like the freaking Virgin Cloud
Yeah,
stripe.
respected by his teammates. Doesn't have time to worry about his appearance. Buff as hell. Ready to kill Chaos at any moment it presents itself.
Cloud depressed by his killed girlfriend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I looked up the Marvel's Avengers player count. Playing an hour ago, this is Steam, 358. 24-hour peak, 646.
Ooh, that's not
That's
great.
It's rough.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah, so September 2020, 7,400. October 2020 drops to 1,400. And then it's been 800s, 500, 400. They had a boost in March, and then 800s again, and 600 average in the last 30 days.
Oh, God, that's not great.
Talk about tanking.
They did announce something that Switch owners are going to be very excited about, which is the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters. Bringing back to life Final Fantasy 1 through 6 with their original graphical stylings, not the crappy New Age remake ones that were on the iOS a while back.
But fuck console players, am I right?
Yeah, but fuck actual Switch players, because only PC and mobile are getting it, so... Why? Why not put it on the Switch? Why? Do they not want money? What would be the reason?
Correct me if I'm wrong, aren't Final Fantasy games, wouldn't they be like the perfect thing to chuck on the
Yes,
Switch?
of course they would be.
It's a JRPG machine, basically.
It absolutely is the JRPG machine, and the Wii U is the Xenoblade Chronicles X machine.
It's a JRPG machine, that's why Breath of the Wild does so well.
I know. Isn't that right, Anf?
I'm not going there.
He can't do it anymore. He's run out of steam.
I'm exhausted. I'm tired.
And the final thing that they did was just show another look at the Legend of Mana remake, which looks
yeah.
good. That's all I can say.
They don't really show much about it. I don't think they're marketing it very well.
No.
Like Legend of Mana, like Trials of Mana was actually a really good remake. But here, they're not marketing it as much as they did Trials, which is weird, especially like with Trials doing kind of well.
Yeah, there's a few more things. Life is Strange: True Colors is coming. We got Babylon Fall, which looks like something.
That looks interesting.
Yeah, it looks like something.
I will wait to see.
Final Fantasy Fortnite.
Oh, Final Fantasy 7, First Soldier or something.
The Battle Royale, the Battle Royale one. And Nier has a mobile game coming out.
Oh, Reincarnation.
Yeah, Reincarnation.
Which canon.
It's a Nier game, so I'm sure it'll be alright.
It's canon.
Speaking of Nier, 2B is also coming to Fall Guys. Let's not fail to mention that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I bet you, like I just said before, Yoko Taro is going to find a way to make that canon.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he would. The man's an insane person.
Yoko Taro is basically Tetsuya Nomura, but even more psychotic.
Now, I'm going to list off some stuff, and you guys just stop me if you want to add any thoughts. So they're bringing out a new Avatar game, it looks like. Frontiers of Pandora.
Looks
alright.
I mean...
But, I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on it. I want to see more of it.
I never really liked the movie.
Watch Dogs Legion is getting an expansion called Bloodline.
Yeah, that was... I think that's the one with Aiden Pierce returning.
Rainbow Six Extraction.
That looks interesting. I'm keen to see how it goes, though.
They're still supporting Rocksmith, which is the game where you actually learn how to play guitar.
Yeah, I like that. I saw what they were doing with it.
Dude, it looks cool. It looks really cool. Riders Republic, sorry.
God damn it, Josh.
I'm very sorry. I'm dyslexic. I'll try to keep that under wraps so I don't offend Charbel.
There goes our possible Ubisoft partnership, eh?
Oh, God, good.
They'll never approach us now. You got Riders Republic wrong.
They'll never approach us.
I mean, I love Avatar.
Just Dance is still a thing.
How is that still going?
I don't know. They've been making Just Dances for ages.
It doesn't even teach you how to dance. It just teaches you how to dance like an idiot.
No, you just dance. There's no teaching. It's very clear.
The question is, though, will this be on the Wii?
Probably.
No, they finally stopped doing that.
I really want to see the sales numbers for the last Just Dance that was released on Wii.
It's actually pretty good because hospitals buy it.
Ah, fair enough.
Which is why they kept making them, because it's good for physical therapy.
I'm just imagining. Imagine you're this kid, right? You've just gone through like a surgery or something. You're in hospital. You find out they have a video game console, and it's just the Wii with Just Dance.
Yeah,
it's like, but I want to play Skyward Sword.
There's Just Dance.
That'll be great for me because I broke my fucking leg. Thanks.
Yep, and we got Far Cry 6.
Now that looks good.
I am looking forward to Far Cry
good.
6. So I really do want to see how it turns out. You know what? I actually like the fact that there's like a capital city in this one. It's not just like a whole bunch of little areas.
Outposts.
Yeah, after coming off Far Cry 5, I'm definitely excited for 6. Like, I want to like actually get into this series further.
Yeah, let's see. Next thing I got on the list is a couple of indie games. So let's have a read through and see if anything interesting comes up. Summerville? Has anyone seen anything about Summerville?
I don't know. I read a bit about it, but it just doesn't interest me.
Yeah, I mean, it's behind the guys who did Limbo and Inside, so I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. Just not my kind of game.
Yeah. Atomic Heart, which looks like an Xbox game.
Never seen it.
Yeah. Replaced, which looks to be a kind of noir cyberpunk looking game.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like a mix of 2D and 3D, right?
It's got a kind of an interesting art style.
I saw the trailer for it, and it's in my I want to see more category. It's interesting, but
yeah, the guys who did Left 4 Dead, or at least some of the project leads, are making a game called Anacrusis.
Yes.
Yes, which looks like Left 4 Dead.
Well, it's another Left 4 Dead, but
yeah.
I mean,
well, it's like Back 4 Blood. It's just these are all like Left 4 Dead because we can't call them Left 4 Dead.
This is not Left 4 Dead. We just want to
being made by all the people who made Left 4 Dead.
I mean, end of the day, as long as they're putting out fun games, I'm happy to see what it turns out like.
Oh no, 100%. I just find it funny that we're getting all these zombie-style games that look like Left 4 Dead, but just aren't called Left 4 Dead.
Remember that era in video games where every game had to have zombies in it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was,
have we left that? It doesn't feel like we've left
the mid-2010s.
The Walking Dead being a thing. Everyone was into that hot thing.
I remember reading about an
clip.
MMO that came out, like a traditional style MMO.
Oh,
so
DayZ?
You went in and then no, not DayZ.
Oh.
It was one of those limited run ones where if you killed something, it stayed dead forever.
But by the way, we're definitely not over that era because I'm pretty sure Watch Dogs Legion just added a zombie.
Of course,
Oh,
it
for
goddamn
fuck's
did.
sake.
Tunic, which looks like a kind of Zelda kind of clone game. I don't want to say clone. That's a bit harsh. It's Zelda kind of game. Gloomwood, which looks like a PlayStation 2 game. Have you guys seen this?
That's not a good sign.
Are you sure that's not insulting
PlayStation 2
too?
game?
I don't know if it's insulting. It legitimately looks like a PS2 game.
And you know what? Some old-looking games do have a lot of charm to them.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying from my little look here, that's how I would explain it. Looks like a bit like Time Crisis. Lemnis Gate.
Nope.
No.
Never heard of it.
Death Trash. This looks like something I would play. It looks really gritty. Inscription, which seems to be a sort of card game by Devolver Digital, and they're always good.
Oh yeah, anything by Devolver is
anything by Devolver is just good. It's
yeah.
just as a baseline.
Is it just a keep an eye on it because it's probably decent. Yeah.
And we have Immortality, which seems to be by the same people who made the writer from Queen's Gambit and Mr. Robot making it. So it's probably going to be pretty story heavy.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, looks like a visual novel.
It's a pretty good combination of writers.
I know, my god. Loot River, which also looks like Hyper Light Drifter. Yeah, I'll have Clinton put everything up. I'll send him. We got the articles here anyway, and we're going to move on from the indie showcase to Capcom. So, what did Capcom release?
Jack shit.
Let's see. We got Resident Evil.
Tell us how you really feel.
What is this?
I think it's the multiplayer for Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, it is. It's the DLC for Resident Evil Village. I'm going to save that for the Nintendo stuff. Oh, we got a deep dive into the Great Ace Attorney, which only is that it?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh my god!
I wasn't joking about the jack shit part.
Oh my god, it's like nothing! Charbel, this is a special one for you. Can you please tell us what Take-Two presented?
Fuck and all. Take-Two literally did not showcase any new games. Although, let's be honest, if they were going to show any game, it would be GTA 5 again.
Shin, this is the 12th time you've showed us GTA 5.
You know what's funny? I saw an article, not an article, sorry, a meme. And it said, the game I played, and it's GTA 5. It's like the game my kids will play, GTA 5. It's like the game their kids will play, and it's GTA 5 again.
It pretty much is going to be like that. GTA 6 is more of a theoretical concept.
Yeah. I'm worried that you're right.
Could you imagine them making a game that's just like, oh yeah, we're announcing a new Grand Theft Auto. It's like GTA 5. GTA 5 2.
GTA 5.5.
They're gonna do the Kingdom Hearts.
We just removed the single player. It was getting in the way.
Well, that's what's coming out.
Oh, fuck me. No, it was a joke.
Yeah, no, that you can... I don't know if it's out already or if it's coming out, but I know there's a standalone release of GTA Online.
Oh, that's so fucking stupid. Okay, that
Yeah,
made
no,
me
they-
a little bit angry. So we got to go on to something good.
No, but they did the same thing with Red Dead as well. You can buy Red Dead Online separately.
Why? Why? That's the worst part of that game.
I mean, for Red Dead, I wouldn't say it's the worst part of GTA 5, to be honest.
No, not of
I think
GTA
Sharps
5.
will
Of
agree
Red
the
Dead's
story
definitely
part
the worst
is
part.
the worst part.
It's the online part. Now we're going to get to something that we're going to gush over for the next, 40 minutes at least. So everyone go nuts about Breath of the Wild 2.
It looked like garbage.
I didn't.
Oh my god.
I'm joking.
I've never been shot so quickly.
I'll be honest, I haven't
I
played
would
one
go-
still, or I haven't
Yeah,
finished.
Jack, I
one,
like that
so-
Jack hasn't played Breath of the Wild, but he did go into bat for Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Mortals was great. In fairness, I played 10 hours of.
You went into a
Breath of the
I'm gonna be
Wild.
honest with you.
Maybe 20.
Listen. Phoenix Rising is not bad. It's not great, but it's not
No,
bad.
it's not a
That was
bad
a good
game at
game.
all.
Dude, if you play it
Well,
as
to be
like
honest,
a
it's
comedy,
Ubisoft's
it's great.
best RPG.
Yeah.
Ubisoft's best RPG.
Actually,
And
Great
I
Phoenix is
say that-
legitimately an RPG.
I really mean
Well, like the
that.
type of people who play Phoenix Rising over Breath of the Wild are the type of people who wouldn't buy a PS5 or Series X. They'd buy the Atari console.
They'd buy a Stadia.
But I have PS5.
So what does everyone think of Breath of the Wild 2?
No, I'm eager to see more of it.
Yeah, it made me
I'll be honest.
it made me
looks
really
good.
hyped for it. Like, I don't think there's much for me to say about it. It's just mostly like
Yeah, it just looks good, honestly.
just a teaser, so I don't have much to say other than I'm excited.
Yeah, also, I know why they're remaking bloody Skyward Sword now. Everyone has to remember what Skyloft is because we're putting it in the game.
Well,
Yeah.
but Skyward Sword is a prequel to everything. It's like the first game chronologically.
Yeah, it is the first game chronologically, but not the first Zelda story chronologically. That
That-
would be the Skyward Sword manga, which includes the first Link.
Is that? Then again, that's ambiguously canon.
Yeah, that is all the manga are ambiguously
So,
canon.
while we're on
they
the
also
topic-
did release. Yeah, go ahead, go.
While we're on the topic of Zelda, for anyone listening, there's a group chat, right, with us four in it and a couple others. I posted a Kotaku article I saw today, right? And the
Oh
headline
my god.
and the headline of this article was Breath of the Wild 2 looks a lot like Skyward Sword, doesn't it?
It's like, oh, good take, good take.
Wow, it's as if
10 out of 10, my dude.
It's as if it's made by the same team or not team.
It's almost as if.
I was gonna say it's like Zelda looks like Zelda.
Hey guys, Mario Party sure does look like Mario Party 64.
I'm just, man, I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Every time I see like a Kotaku ad, it's a running theme now. Every time I see a Kotaku article that I think has a stupid headline or is just a stupid article, I just send it into chat.
Yeah, which it means we only see the stupid ones.
Yeah. To be fair, that
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be real. I enjoy a lot of Kotaku articles, but there are some where I'm like, did you run that by
So
your
slow
editor?
work
I don't know if
day.
you
Where you,
did.
did you have to meet a quota?
just follow press start like a normal person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to admit, I don't know what the hell they're thinking with Super Mario Party superstars over here. Making Mario Party online is such a great idea.
No, I'm absolutely with you. I love Mario Party.
Yeah,
But
I
you know
love
what?
Mario Party too.
I will say this, though. Mario Party is a game that works best when the people you're playing with are within punching distance.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
they needed to do it online because of all the punchings.
yeah,
like-
it's not a multiplayer game.
Did they say how many people were gonna be able to be in that?
Huh?
Is it just the 4 for Mario Party Online?
No,
No, I
it's,
think it's up to 8 players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a multiplayer game if you're not engaging in physical violence.
Although
it's not Mario Monopoly then.
I once left Josh and Amp shocked because I said that the Mario Party I've had the most memories with was the Wii U one.
Yeah, which is weird.
No, it's like that was actually the first Mario Party I'd experienced. So
That's just weird. I don't understand how.
I mean,
Who owned a Wii U?
was for Zelda he's played, so...
Hey, you know what? Our mate George, he was the one that owned the Wii U, and you know what? We played that Wii U so fucking much. We had a lot.
It's a good console. It was a great console. Also, when I moved into my place, we got a switchboard that I could turn off, so I didn't have every console on standby because of power cost.
Yeah.
And we found out that the Wii U is by far the most power draining console.
Really?
Yeah.
That would not... That...
I was just like, oh my god, everything about the Wii U is like, oh, please stop.
Is that because of its age, maybe?
No, dude.
That's-
like,
yeah,
it's
that
the
surprises me.
PS4 and, like, the PS5 were on the list.
I don't know.
I didn't expect that to be a thing, though. Like, what? How big is its like AC adapter anyway?
Oh, it's pretty thick.
It's a thick boy.
It's just weirdly shocking, yeah.
No, it is really shocking, because I thought, wow. I mean,
Is it
I picked up
Xbox-
the Wii U, actually. I picked up the gamepad of the Wii U recently. I'm like, wow, this feels very flimsy
Is it Xbox
now that I've had,
360?
like, a Switch for a while.
Is it Xbox 360 power board thick?
Yeah.
Like,
And no, not that bad. Jesus Christ.
yeah, that thing can like fucking break a window.
That thing, you could use that as a weapon.
Yeah.
God damn. Now, I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here, because I think this only applies to me and Amph. But Metroid Dread looks really good.
Oh, 100%. But I've only played Samus Returns, which
Yeah, well, good, because it's in the it looks like they're making it in the same design philosophy.
yeah, it has
I
like
hope-
the melee attack.
I hope it's as good as Metroid Prime Federation Force.
You know, just for that, you can be
I love the
push for the
fact
rest of
that...
this.
I don't know about it, but I am just like... Your reaction just tells me everything.
Oh god, it's painful. Imagine a game not getting anything for 20 years, and then they're like, what if it was a terrible chibi party game?
Yeah, how would you feel to play soccer on the Metroid like universe?
Yeah, that's basically like, oh man, the Left 4 Dead series was so great. Here's Left 4 Dead, but it's a board game. And instead of zombies, there are werewolves.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably...
Yeah, no, I kept like, this is sounding kind of cool.
You actually made that sound better than you thought it
I
was.
was like, werewolf board game, but it's like a survival game. Sounds awesome, and I want to make that. That sounds really cool.
But yeah, Metroid Dread.
Hang on, we have to delete this podcast. Right? We can't put this up. We've got to delete it
Sorry, it's trademark, copyright.
Yeah, Metroid Dread looks like it's ready to give me those oh fuck moments because Samus Returns did with the fucking giant drill chasing you.
Oh yeah, dude, like the fucking weird portal GLaDOS looking shit.
I'm not looking forward to that. That thing looks like it's freaky deaky.
No, that looks really cool. Also, did you guys know that Wario got to present his own game?
Yeah.
I did actually.
A good friend of Elon Musk, Wario.
Outstanding move.
Yeah.
He
I do like the fact that WarioWare is coming back. Like WarioWare is a really good series.
Yeah, Wario's moving.
I just feel like it's something different to like what we
Yeah.
have around now. I think WarioWare was due for another entry.
Wario's moving
Yeah,
up the
definitely.
capitalist ladder.
Yeah, of course. That's all he wants to do.
That's basically his whole character.
Hey, have there been any standalone Waluigi games?
It's all about who you know.
No, there have not. There is a Waluigi game, like a fan game in the making, which is like Waluigi's like a pirate.
I can't wait for that to get hit with a cease and desist.
Yeah, basically.
Can you imagine, right, if Nintendo looked at that, turned around and just went, well, we weren't going to do anything with him, you can have him.
Yeah, just like fuck it. Here you go.
Like, I know...
Yeah, Nintendo was like, we were waiting for this.
I know the meme in, like, the Mario games is that, like, Luigi lives in Mario's shadow, but Waluigi, like, bro, he's not even in the shadow. He's, like...
Dude, I love the progression of the Luigi meme. Went from, like, Luigi lives in Mario's shadow to Luigi wins every game by standing still. I don't know if there is... I think, like, nearly every single mini game, there's one where Luigi wins by doing nothing. Like, all the CPUs just immediately roll off the edge.
Hey, that's Nintendo character.
To be honest,
right
the one thing that I really wanted from Nintendo, I didn't get, which was I would have loved to hear that Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2 are coming to Switch.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love that.
So obviously you guys know, I had never owned a Nintendo home console before I was gifted a Switch. On my 21st.
Before it was given to you by God on high.
By a great group of friends. And
wait, who? Oh shit!
And like the only Nintendo handheld I ever owned was a Game Boy Color. It was the translucent purple one. So I missed out on like so many great Nintendo games over the years. But like I played Luigi's Mansion 3 in an arcade in Japan. They had a full arcade, right? And in this
that's so cool.
In this Luigi's Mansion game, right? You know how Time Crisis you shoot guns?
Oh yeah.
In the Luigi's Mansion one, you get to control like the whole vacuum cleaner.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's actually got it's got I don't know how to explain it, but it feels similar to the PS5 controller where you can feel the vibration throughout the whole thing.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
It was fucking fun.
That was probably one of the coolest arcade games we played. That was actually
one of the coolest arcade games I've ever played. I absolutely loved it. And it was like from that moment I was like, God damn it, Nintendo, please bring Luigi.
I mean, they have their Treehouse event coming up pretty soon, don't they?
I would like now that I've gotten No More Heroes, I just want Luigi's Mansion and probably like a Mad World remake.
Yeah, No More Heroes 3 is coming out. You bet you're pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah. Also, No More Heroes 1 and 2 going to Steam.
Yes, they are. They are going to
And
Steam.
they are only controller supported. If you use keyboard and mouse, too bad.
Yeah, I don't know how you would play it with a keyboard and mouse.
You know what's funny, right? Is Yakuza did something similar. Is that when you start up a Yakuza game on a PC, a message pops up, and it says "Real Yakuza use a gamepad."
You can play those games with keyboard and mouse. You're just gonna have a very hard time.
Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time doing that.
You guys know me well enough to know I can't use a keyboard and mouse for anything.
No, you were terrible with a keyboard and mouse.
Even when it's a game, I'm confident playing with a controller. I had like Overwatch. Actually, I'll see if I can find it. But like, I mean, you guys know I'm decent enough at Overwatch. Like, I can do things pretty competently with a controller. But on PC, you would swear I've never played a game before. I have absolutely no coordination playing an FPS on PC.
This next one's for you, Charbel.
Yep.
Who's the newest Smash fighter?
Kazuya Mishima. I am so keen.
I'm glad that he threw everyone off a cliff. Like, that's just great.
For the uninitiated, that's Kazuya.
I think one of the coolest moments in that trailer is when they're going through the compilation of him throwing people off a cliff. He gets to Min Min, and because Min Min's arm is stretched out, he throws her off the cliff, and like he almost trips over it, and he like kicks her arm off.
Yeah, he kicks the arm off the thing. That's not as great as the Kirby one, where it's like he just fucking grabs him by the head, like one hand.
Oh my god. No,
I like the fact that thematically, like, Nintendo's presentation was thematically sound. They killed Ganondorf right at the beginning to bring him back right at the end.
You know what I found hilarious as well, right? Is the irony in all this. You can't play a Tekken game on the Switch.
No, you can't.
There is no Tekken that is available for purchase on the Switch.
But there's a Tekken 3D on 3DS.
Like, the closest thing you can get to Tekken on the Switch...
Hey, maybe this is a precursor for it, though.
Closest thing to Tekken on the Switch is Pokken Tournament.
I'm going to be honest here. I think they might announce Tekken for the Switch and have Link as one of the fighters, like an exclusive.
No, that won't happen, right? Because the only issue with that is, I feel like if Tekken were going to do that, they'd want a guest character uniform across all platforms. Because don't forget, Tekken is a competitive game, and it's got a very, very like big, competitive fan base.
Yeah.
So the moment you have characters that are exclusive to certain platforms, shit's thrown out of whack.
Yeah. You could do skins though, because Tekken does.
Oh yeah, you could do skins.
So
you could have Kazuya show up with Mario's hat.
No. I've seen people that make Lars into Link. Like, not Breath of the Wild Link, like Link's original outfit. They give him a full green tunic and that stupid green hat.
I'm surprised they don't try to do that with Yoshimitsu.
Oh my god. But
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
honestly, I think that we might see, if it's a spin-off Tekken game, like maybe another Tekken Tag, I think we might see that on the Switch. God help anyone who buys it though, because the Switch's net is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, that's always been my problem with the Switch. Its internet connection is not the best.
God, Nintendo launched a lot of things. We're not even like halfway through the list.
Yeah, they went freaking
I
ham.
mean, no, let's be real. They were the best.
While we're on the topic of Nintendo, right? And this is also announcing something else they showed off. Jason Schreier, I believe it was, put a tweet up and he's like, the Nintendo Switch Pro has been announced, and it's just them showing off the Game & Watch of Zelda.
Well, I guess we can talk about the Zelda Game & Watch.
Yeah.
What a throwback! Like, holy shit!
Honestly, I don't think
it actually has the watch function.
I don't think it looks as nice as the Mario one. But obviously that's personal opinion. One can, look nicer to you or whatever.
I'd feel sorry for people who play Zelda 2 on that thing, because you're just going to throw it across the room.
Yeah, fuck this game!
Yes, the best Zelda, The Adventure of Link.
Zelda, The Adventure of Link, Simon's Quest.
Yeah, they're going to go to Death Mountain and just, like, yeet it across the room.
Why did you break your Zelda Game & Watch? Could only watch. I do love the fact that like you can play the original Zelda in that, and it's very cute. It's a really nice little throwback thing. I like when Nintendo kind of shows off these little accessory games. I mean, it would have been cool to put those on the Switch, guys. Just put the original Zelda and Zelda 2 on the Switch.
I actually want them to remake the first Zelda.
I know, that would be cool. Well, Breath of the Wild is really close to the first Zelda.
It might as well be the first
Nintendo's
Zelda.
easily the best. Nintendo's easily the best. They look after their old.
Oh, they absolutely do. They pay homage to them like really well. Except for Mother, they fucking hate Mother for some reason.
Yeah, they don't want to touch other franchises that ain't Zelda or Mario or Fire Emblem with a 10-foot pole.
Earthbound, what's that?
Yeah, they look at Kid Icarus and they're like, oh no, that was the 3DS days. Forget about him.
Hey, Pit who? Look, you just got Samus back. Stop complaining.
I know.
I like how they did announce the Metroid Dread. Before they showed the trailer, they're like, yes, we're still making Prime 4, I promise. Here is Metroid Dread. Just to shut people up. Just so they didn't yell.
It's still happening.
They're like, it's a good...
Alright, chill out.
It's a good distraction.
We're still making it. Here's Metroid Dread. You know what you've been asking for? Fucking have it.
The people have also been asking for the trilogy to be ported on Switch.
I know. I think it will be. At some point. I can say it.
Yeah, I can see a whole bunch of remasters.
I think they just want to move everything from the Wii U onto the Switch eventually.
Please, I want Xenoblade Chronicles X.
There are there's a couple of good games I miss from the Wii and DS that I would like, guys.
Please help.
Alright, so Young Ye, who do we all follow Young Ye?
I follow Young Ye.
Alright, so Young Ye tweeted this 16 hours ago as of right now. And he said, are you telling me Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Starfield, Stalker 2 and Replaced, just to name a few, are all slated for 2022? Which is a good point. That's if they all come out, that's going to be a pretty wild year.
You've also got Pokemon Legends Arceus in 2022, I believe. Oh, there's a few other things that have been announced for 2022 that are looking really good.
Horizon Zero Dawn, if it gets pushed.
Which it probably will.
Which actually means just think of the Game of the Year shuffle for that, because Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West, regardless, is going to be past the Game Awards. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not going to be able to be considered. So, that list of Game of the Years is going to be really hard to.
I know it's getting pretty hard because it's looking really good.
Every time you're like, oh man, I'm going to be able to save this year as a game.
Oh, the announcements at the Game Awards are probably going to be nuts.
Dude, like this Nintendo is just like your wallet. Give it to me.
Oh.
By contrast, what's going to win Game of the Year this year?
We know what was missing from that Nintendo conference, right?
What? Yeah, go on.
Bayonetta 3.
Listen, Aren't they just remaking the
I'll be
entire
honest, I
thing?
thought you were going to say Switch Pro.
I don't know. It's just weird because it's been in development
Alright,
for about.
what else was announced?
Alright, so the one that came
4
out of
years?
left field like the most was Advanced Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, which is a game I believe only I care about here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of it.
Okay, Advanced Wars was like... It was up there with Fire Emblem back in like the GBA days for tactical RPGs.
Yeah.
We're talking like Final Fantasy Tactics, Fire Emblem, and Advance Wars. But Advance Wars pretty much got nothing for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it finally got something, and they're remaking the first 2 games. And I'm very excited for them. Because it looks really cool. It looks good. Why are they doing it, though? I don't understand.
They want to bring the franchise back, which I don't blame them.
I know, they're like, we can revive anything. Fuck it.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's a good thing. You know, they're branching off Fire Emblem. Like, you don't want to know them as the people who just make Fire Emblem. And
Yeah, it's
occasionally
very
Paper
true.
Mario.
Oh, man. I wish they would make a good Paper Mario game. Oh, well, that's unfair. Origami King was pretty good. Life is Strange is coming to the Switch. Charbs, do you think that's a good idea?
Frankly, I don't give a shit. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Life is Strange 1. I thought it was like it came out of nowhere for me. It wasn't the type of game that I would, was normally playing at the time. I wasn't playing a lot of indie games back then. But I really enjoyed it. Before the Storm, obviously adding to the in-game universe of the first game and everything, I liked it. But I can't imagine, right, someone right now who hasn't played it, that's gonna say, "Oh great, I'll finally buy it now it's on the Switch."
You are correct, because I haven't played it and I have no plans to.
That's my point. I feel like anyone that really wants to play it has either played it already on one of the many other platforms, or it's, or they're just not gonna play it.
Yeah. The one thing I'm, like, kind of confused about is why they wouldn't add 2 there. I mean, because they're adding True Colors to like the Switch library, and I think 2 is like a bit kind of the same, if not slightly.
Are you talking about Before the Storm?
No. As in Life is Strange 2, and the actual 2.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It's just not on. They didn't add it to the Switch. It's True Colors is
they
coming.
just didn't add that one.
Yeah.
They added Before the Storm, Life is Strange, and True Colors.
Yeah, and True Colors is like supposedly like at least the same or of greater fidelity than 2, and they what?
You know what's funny? I was hanging out with a few mates, a couple weeks ago, and one of them pointed out, like, hey, don't you think it's weird that in Life is Strange games the powers get more and more shit as more games come out?
What do you mean? Give me an example.
That was just their opinion, right? So the first Life is Strange, Max can rewind time, right?
Right.
And you think, oh yeah, that's pretty good. She can rewind time for 30 seconds, and then she can literally travel through time through photographs.
Right.
And everyone's like, yeah, that's cool. The second, Life is Strange 2, I believe the character was telekinetic. They had telekinesis.
Right.
How much do you know about True Colors?
Nothing.
So the main character in True Colors can sense someone's feelings based on what colors appear around them.
Oh.
So if someone's feeling sad, they'll see blue around them, and if someone's angry, they'll see red and shit like that. And I'm like, they can use it to tell when someone's lying and things like that. And I'm just like,
Charbs, you're missing someone. You're missing
Who?
someone with with powers. Chloe has the power to be a brat.
She has the power of rebel teenage energies.
Chloe's got the power to just constantly
pretty
get herself
powerful.
in bad situations.
And Chloe has the power of dying.
No, I'm seriously. If you get into a conversation with someone you don't agree with in the game, you have the ability to just fuck them up, verbally.
I do believe Chloe's power is to give everyone else the neutral special of using a gun.
It's funny, right? Because if you play the first Life is Strange, at the end, right? So Life is Strange builds up throughout multiple episodes to how every little decision you make will have consequences, like the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, we all know the controversy, how it sort of came down to 2 choices and fans weren't happy. But the main conclusion they arrive at in Life is Strange is they're just oh shit, we actually need to kill Chloe to avoid everyone else dying. And there are multiple times across the series, the first game, where she was just meant to die and then Max just rewinds it and saves her. And you're just like, that was the conclusion they came to, that she was meant to be dead this whole time.
I literally did watch.
Also, you'll
Life
like
is
this,
Strange,
Josh.
the some of the cutscenes, and I gotta admit,
You
I
like
really-
this? Sorry, Josh.
I really
the
didn't
voice
like
actor
Chloe.
for Chloe. The voice
Yeah.
actor for Chloe is the same voice actor for Mayuri from Steins Gate.
And Tiny Tina in Borderlands.
Yeah, and Tiny
What?
Tina's Borderlands.
Yeah.
Wow, she got range.
But the point I'm getting
Holy
across,
shit.
the point I'm
she
getting
does.
across is you know where I'm coming from, don't you, Josh?
Yes, I know where you're coming from.
You know what I don't
I know
get?
what you're saying.
I don't understand when certain series... This is more of the exception than the rule. But when certain series will change voice actors for characters after, like, single games. So, like, Mortal Kombat 10, they introduced Cassie Cage. And Chloe's voice actor from Life is Strange, Ashley Birch, was voicing Cassie Cage. And you're like, yeah, alright, that's pretty cool. They also got the voice of Wei Shen from Sleeping Dogs to be Kung Lao. And I'm like, hey, this is a pretty slick cast. I like this. And then they changed it in Mortal Kombat 11 for some fucking reason.
Yeah, sometimes voice actors don't.
It can be a lot of... Yeah, I think it's a lot of that. It's not always like, oh, we actually want to change
And
it
isn't Ashley
necessarily.
Birch a part of the union? So that makes it kind of more difficult.
Oh yeah, that's why Ashley Birch did not play Chloe in Before the Storm. She was part of the union. And I remember she tweeted, she goes, as much as I loved playing the character of Chloe, that was when the protest was happening. The strike. And so she's like, look, as much as I love playing Chloe, and, shout out to the person, she shouted out the person that was playing Chloe in Before the Storm because she did a great job. She's like, but, unfortunately, I'm not going to play Chloe.
By the way, did you also mention that she does Aloy?
Yes, that was the other thing. She's Aloy as well in Horizon.
I knew there was one we were missing. I had to look it up.
There's someone at the back of my mind. I know she voices one of the characters in Persona Q.
Yeah, but that's Persona. No one cares about Persona, Ev.
Do we need to speed through some more?
Yeah, we'll speed through some more ones. So,
Announcements.
Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy is coming to Switch, which, I don't know, fuck it. Worms Rumble,
We
which
saw
is
that
another
again.
Worms
I
game.
kind of.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Uh,
I think that suits the Switch.
so everyone's on board with Worms Rumble.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Any Worms games, they're good games.
Astria Ascending got confirmed for Switch, which it looks good. That's all. 2 Point Campus. Anyone here know about the 2 Point games?
I know about 2 Point Hospital, but I just didn't end up playing it.
I know my brother
They're
plays a
not
lot
my
of
thing.
He likes it.
I have to do like an announcer voice for this one. Super Monkey Ball.
I have never played a Super Monkey Ball game, and I'm keen to play it.
It's up
Yeah,
my
no, it
alley.
looks really good.
And I'm scared to play it because they are actually really hard.
They are hard, but they look fun.
Yeah.
Just Dance.
Next.
Dragon Ball Kakarot is coming to Switch. Which, yes.
I'm down for that. I am down for that.
Yes.
Oh my god! It comes with like I think it's the first DLC, but it doesn't come with the recent one.
No, yeah, it comes with the pact with the first DLC.
Yeah, because it doesn't come with the one with Trunks and Future Gohan.
No, not yet, because that one's not. I think that will come as a DLC for it later.
Yeah.
Because they're probably not finished porting it. And I've got to admit, this next game is something that I'm surprisingly keen for, which is Super Mario Golf.
That game just looks good, right?
It just looks fun.
Didn't it release already?
Yeah, no, it's.
Yeah, they were
I
just-
think it's.
They were just
No, it's
committing
coming out
to supporting it.
24th.
Oh, sorry.
No,
yeah.
it's coming out the 24th.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
they said like, oh, we're gonna all the content that we're gonna make for it's free. So extra characters and courses are just gonna come out. You get them, which is really nice. Like, why does this game just look really fun?
It's golf.
Yeah, it's golf.
Yeah.
It's relaxing. It's golf. Next, we got Monster Hunter Stories 2.
That seems
I
to be
mean-
more up your alley.
It looks pretty good, honestly. It looks pretty fun. I mean, it's Monster Hunter, so I'm already liking it. But
I still need to go through Rise.
yeah, it's a turn-based Monster Hunter. Oh. Hearing the word "monsty" is weird, though.
Yeah, it's not really a good thing to call your creatures that.
Stop calling them that. Just call them monsters. Stop it.
So stop trying to make it sound Pokemon-y. It's not cute.
Yeah, look, I get it. It's a monster collecting game, but just have fun with it. Also, this next one is going to make me and Amph say very weird sounds. Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Prepare for it. Prepare for it.
Oh my god, it looks really good.
Charbs and I are just sitting here like, what the?
Oh god, it looks really good.
I just pre-ordered it just...
Who are we friends with?
I pre-ordered it just then. Like, I am so excited for it.
I'm going to be honest, the main character is a Power Ranger.
I reckon the main character... Like, you know how you got the Demi-Fiend from 3, right? Who was actually just a demon. Yeah, this one... The thing that fuses with the main character came from the heavens.
Yeah, so I'm assuming like this is the angel version. Does that make you a demi celestial?
Yeah, like a demi angel or something.
Demigod.
Oh, you're onto something.
Oh. I do like how apparently fusing with another man gave him the powers of gender fluid.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Yeah. That hair has more attention put into it than all of the Ratchet and Clank foliage.
No, let's not get too.
I fucking love that. That's the best review of Ratchet and Clank. Shovel, could you remind everyone what that review was?
So someone, it wasn't even a review, it was just a tweet. Someone had said, they put up a video of Rivet from Ratchet and Clank walking through foliage, and the foliage doesn't like naturally react to you brushing it. And someone's like, yeah, this is why Insomniac will never make games of the years. They just don't have the same sort of attention to detail that other games have. And everyone was just like, who the fuck cares? It's a great game regardless, like, you know.
No, it's really bad.
Also, there's a lot of other stuff they do that's attention to detail. Maybe they just missed that.
Did they not realize they're playing an interactive Pixar-looking game?
I know, right? Let's see. Danganronpa is getting released for Switch, which I'm excited for.
I want to get into that series, so it's kind of perfect for it to come to Switch.
I mean, like, it literally is just like a pack of 4 games. Like, all of them.
I would not mind.
Yeah, I would not mind at all. Fatal Frame is getting another game, which got ported from the Wii U. Maiden of Blackwater, which also looked actually really good from the trailer.
I do wish they would port over, like, 1 or 2. Like, that would be perfect for Switch.
I know, but it looks good. I like the Fatal Frame series.
It's the one horror series I actually want to play.
Yeah. Doom Eternal has got some DLC coming out. The Ancient Gods. For some reason, they're remaking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2. I don't know. Charbel must have broken into the Nintendo offices for a day.
Man, you're blaming me for everything tonight, aren't you?
Yep.
Wait, how's that different than normal?
Yeah. You know, I blame you, you blame Amph, and then Amph blames the Aether, from which he spawned.
Exactly.
I somehow escape blame.
Alright, what's next?
Strange Brigade. Does anyone know anything about Strange Brigade?
I completely forgot about it.
I actually really wanted to play it and just never got around to it, but it's coming to the Switch now.
It does look like Left 4...
What sort of game is
Left 4 Mummy.
Yeah.
It's like Egyptian Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Alright. That sort of sounds cool.
Let's see. Mario plus Rabbids is getting another game, which I'm not surprised about.
I'm not surprised, but I'm also like, what?
Yeah. Look, Grant Cokerp does the music, so good for Grant Cokerp.
The first game was apparently, like, really good. So good that it made the fucking... I think it was the developer cry or something.
Yes, it did. Breath of the Wild Hyrule Warriors is getting a expansion, which I think lets you play Zelda.
Yes, my second favourite RPG on the Switch.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say, Shabba, you like Hyrule Warriors, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games I like playing in short bursts, you know what I mean? I'll play it, like, solidly for a couple of days, and I'll just not touch it for a while.
The main problem with Hyrule Warriors Age Calamity is the frame rate, which I wish they would fix.
If only there was a slightly more powerful model of the Switch.
I know. What if they announced that, in the coming months?
Sorry, we can't break that
Sage
one.
just in time for Christmas.
Going off topic a bit. Yeah. If your first party titles are starting to drop in frames on your own console, I think that's a problem.
I don't know. I think games are just pushing the envelope a bit too much, and
But
they're not
as
being
you were-
optimized.
You and I were talking, Amph, that Zelda did that with Breath of the Wild. I'm like, that was like the game that the Switch was made for, which just sort
Yeah,
of
if you went to
surprised me,
Korok
so-
Forest, the game would just chug.
I think that might be because they had to make it for the Wii U as well, and that might have fucked up their optimization.
Yeah, and didn't Charbs,
But
you
they
have
did make it for the
issues
Wii.
on Pokemon?
Regarding what?
Frame rate.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I started.
Which is not a game that should.
Yeah,
No, it's
I mean,
absolutely
I remember,
not a game that should.
I remember there was a lot of controversy when Pokemon Sword and Shield was like first shown off. Everyone said
Yeah.
that it graphically it was underwhelming compared to what they sort of expected from
Yes.
a Pokemon, like a mainline Pokemon game on the Switch.
Yeah.
But I
Their
don't
most
care
powerful
what
console.
game it is and on what console. If you're releasing a game on a platform, it should run well. That's my only requirement. Right, the game needs to work and work fine.
I can confirm Charbs has been adamant about that for games for years. That's a... Doesn't make that up.
Yeah. Alright, what's next?
That's it. That's everything that was announced this year at E3.
Did you just
Man.
not... You didn't
Oh,
touch Microsoft.
You didn't go near Microsoft.
Not doing it.
What?
Alright.
Okay.
I can mention a couple
Okay.
things.
I should have mentioned, I guess.
There's just a little. There's just a little thing called Halo Infinite that's gonna break the internet when it comes out. If it's actually.
I mean,
good.
look, I haven't...
Look, I hope it's good.
I haven't seen Halo Infinite yet, but I've spoken to a few people. They say it looks good. The only thing from Microsoft I actually was able to catch was Forza Horizon 5, which looks really fucking interesting. I'm keen to see how it...
That game has always looked good.
Yeah, but 4 was a bit of a disappointment to most fans. And 3 was disappointing to me because they set it in Australia, but the only like major city was Surfers Paradise. Like...
I haven't played Halo
I mean,
since
like-
3.
Which usually you don't drive in because you're usually.
oh man, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Anyway, time to wrap it up.
Hang on, I want to mention a couple more things that were announced at Microsoft / Bethesda.
Okay.
Alright.
So there was the Starfield trailer,
That's
Yep.
right.
which they actually gave a release date for November next year, which is surprising in itself that they would give you such a long window.
Right?
And then, personally, they also gave Age of Empires 4 a release date for anyone who's looking for RTS to come back at some light, hopefully. That is also coming out in October this year. And then Diablo 2 Resurrected finally got a release date of September.
Also, The Outer Worlds 2 got a pretty funny trailer.
That
That
trailer,
was good.
yeah. Outer Worlds
I've
2
yet
is
to
good.
play the Outer Worlds.
I need to play that.
The Outer Worlds is really
I'm
fun.
waiting for it to go on sale.
Yeah, it's in my wish list on Steam.
My
so-
friend got it for me for my birthday. I've yet to play it. But I want to play Fallout New Vegas first.
I feel like you should just play The Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds isn't that long, depending on how you play it.
Yeah, I know, but I want to play their their original critically acclaimed game first.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my notes, seeing if there's anything else.
Yeah, I think we
that's-
covered everything now.
Did we mention Elden Ring?
Oh
No,
we
did
have
not.
not.
Like I like how we
Started
forgot.
off E3. That's probably.
I like how we
yeah,
just completely
probably
forgot one
mentioned
of the
that.
biggest games that was shown off at E3.
It was
I
Summer
know,
Games
right?
Fest. It wasn't even E3. It was Summer Games Fest.
Oh, that's right, it was.
I'll be honest. I still don't understand what that was. I just thought it was part of E3.
I'm excited for it, but I'm also like kind of like skeptical about it because you know how Dark Souls is like designed, right? How it's like semi-linear and all that.
Yeah.
But Elden Ring is like designed to be like an open world Dark Souls, and I just don't know how that can work.
By getting gooder.
Getting good.
Yeah, I don't know how much that'll play into it anyway. Like, I still think it. I feel like there's still a little bit of open world stuff in in it, but you still generally have set paths. So
I guess
don't know.
I guess
We'll see.
they found like the great elixir when they like made the moveset in like Sekiro, I guess, because there's more movement options. But
Yeah.
even that game was like still semi-linear. It wasn't that open.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but not. You had a couple different paths you break off to get to
Yeah,
the
but I
same
saw
area.
in Elden Ring that you can probably jump. I'm going to assume you can jump. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah, I think that we've covered everything now. So I believe that I was in charge of the outros, wasn't I?
Yeah, we made you, because for those who don't know, we always have a little bit of a debate every time we try and do intros, outros,
we do a
because it scares us all.
We do a shot
Scares
knock
us.
sort of system.
Yeah, we can't. None of us like doing it, but we'll get through this. Anyway, this has been the Save File podcast. Hope you guys have had a good time today. We've just been dissecting E3. Joining me today has been F.
Yo. I mean,
Charbs.
What's up? Did you call my name? I couldn't hear you over amp.
I did call your name.
What's up?
You did.
And of course, Jack.
Yes. Hello. Goodbye.
And good morning, good evening, good night to everyone everywhere, and see you guys later.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Signing off.